Nicki Minaj on being uncomfortable recording explicit content while pregnant and why she never sent Gunna her verse for his album and much more. Let's get into the clip.
You know what? For instance, when I was pregnant, there was a song. We were like my label wanted me to go full out with a single and everything, right? When I was pregnant. And I couldn't bring myself to put out a song about pussy and dicks and sucking and eating. I couldn't bring myself to put a record out like that while my son was growing in my body. I don't, nothing, nothing wrong with anybody who was able to do it, but with me, I just felt in a very different new space.
It's like a sacred space.
Very, yes. It was it feels like a very sacred thing when you are bonding. Sometimes I would just want to be by myself for hours and hours and hours. Just me and my baby. He's in my stomach, but I know he's understanding mama and feeling mama and I'm understanding and feeling him. It's so funny, but I kept explaining how my son was gonna be. And I know people probably thought I was crazy, but I knew certain character traits just from him being in my stomach. That's to tell you how much of a sacred space that is. So the last thing I was about to do while I was having this young boy in my stomach was get on a song and talk about pussy and dick and pussy and dick and sucking and fucking. So I said, you know what? Let's wait. Let's wait. So to be honest, my fans don't know this, but we were gearing up to do this like, a year and a half, 2 years ago. But I just was not mentally prepared to do that. You know what I'm saying? And as a woman and as a mother, you have every right to make that choice. You decide what's comfortable and convenient for you when you are with child. Nobody else decides. Nobody else knows what it's feeling like. And you start that process immediately, how you're going to train your children. You know what I'm saying? As soon as that child is in your stomach. So that's what I did. I wasn't comfortable. Now, right now, I'm back to talking about whatever I want to talk about on the records. But it's still, to me, it still feels like overkill. A lot of stuff that I'm hearing and a lot of even stuff that people are sending me. If it's too much of the sexual stuff, it feels it's just not making me feel super comfortable anymore. I will, and this is the last thing I want to say on it. Gunna came to my studio, right, months ago, and he asked me to get on his song, Pussy Power. I heard the beat, and I was like, oh my God, this beat is out of here, blah, blah, blah. And no lie, I sat with the song for months and months and couldn't bring myself to write to the record. I couldn't bring myself to do it. It was like the moaning and the groaning on the track, and I knew, to me, I feel like you either gonna do it or don't do it. So I knew in order to get on a track like that, I would have to be explicit. In my opinion, I would have to really kill it and be explicit and talk that real talk. And I wasn't ready. I just wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. He, of course, he don't care, child. He got champagne poppy boo on the song.
He's like, I'm good. We good. I know. I got it.
Yeah, but that's just to tell you how being a mom has changed me. To answer your question, Mama.
I don't know that everybody these two men can understand it, but I figure
we're married. So
I know, but it's different. Together. It's different when you carry a child.
I understand what you're talking about the sanctity of the child because, you block your child from that. Meanwhile, my mother, she had me in a strip club when she was pregnant, and I came out the way I did. So
you did a good job.
You did a great thing, Nicki.
You were good.
Really?
Dude, yeah, she had to go pick up my dad one night. And
okay.
So she had to go into the strip club with me there. So that was the first time I've been to the strip
club.
So,
but being a mom now, is the music going to be different? Are we getting is this going to be a new Nicki Minaj?
A new and improved Nicki Minaj. I'm still talking that talk, because that's my real life that I've experienced. So I have to talk. I have to talk about the hood because that's where we're from. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to start rapping about Beverly Hills now because, it's not authentic to me. But and also, to be honest, it's a little bit of full circleness happening too because I'm kind of like, I'm creating music kind of like how I used to create music when I first started rapping, like on my mixtapes, which is just having a great experience, enjoying it, being in the moment, staying present in the moment, and seeing what happens.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment.